Hello and welcome to the channel. SolidWorks is full of amazing features. One such feature is converting a step file into an editable part file. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step procedure of converting a step file into an editable part file. For this purpose, I'm considering a sheet metal part which is in step format. First, I'm going to open a step file. So this is a step file and I'm not selecting anything here like as graphical bodies, enable filter, import in background, and I'm not checking anything in the options. I'm going to click on OK. Whenever SolidWorks tries to open a step file, you can see this message appearing on the screen. You can simply click on don't show again, or you can click on no. And after that, we can see a message from FeatureWorks. Now, there might be some people who may have selected don't ask me again by mistake and they won't be able to see this option. For that purpose, I'm going to select no here because I'm going to show how to do it manually. Some people, whoever can see this, you can directly select yes from here and you can convert it. So I'm going to select no. Now, if you have a look at this, we have a solid body, which is shown here as imported one. So this is a sheet metal part with the thickness of about 1.6 mm and the outer radius of the bend is 3.2 mm. If someone has this part, they won't be able to get a flat pattern out of this to give it for fabrication, like for laser cutting. Because as you can see, there is no flat pattern enabled here and this is not even a sheet metal part. First, I'll talk about converting this solid body into a sheet metal part. For that, I'm going to use sheet metal features, and under sheet metal, you can see convert to sheet metal here. So after selecting convert to sheet metal, you can see some parameters here, and under sheet metal parameters, we have to select the base flange of fixed entity. So for this part, this is going to be the fixed entity. I mean, this face is going to be fixed entity. See, select a fixed entity, and I'm going to select this. Thickness of this part is 1.6 mm. I mean the thickness of this sheet is 1.6 mm, and I'm not selecting reverse thickness, but if you are selecting this face by any chance, you can select reverse thickness for that. And we are not selecting keep body. By default, the radius for this thickness is 1.6 mm, and I'm not changing anything over there, but we have something called bend edges. Usually you can select each and every edge by yourself, but we also have a feature where SolidWorks will select all the bends that are available in that particular part. So I'm going to click on collect all bends, and once that is done, you can see that SolidWorks automatically detected four faces, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have four edge flanges here, and I'm not changing anything here, and I want to click on OK. So once this is done, we can see a sheet metal folder and then another feature which is convert solid. So under sheet metal folder, you can see sheet metal 2, and if I click on edit here, you can see that thickness is 1.6 and bend radius is 1.6, which is by default. And we have K factor 0.5, that is the default value again. Now, and also you can see a flat pattern which is right now suppressed. And when I click on flatten, you can see that there is a flat pattern available here, and we have bend lines also over here. So this way you can convert a sheet metal part which is in step format. In this way you can convert a sheet metal part which is in step format into a SolidWorks part where you can get a flat pattern, and you can save this part and you can use it for laser cutting and all the other stuff. But the problem with this kind of conversion is that you won't be able to make any changes to this part. To do that, we need to convert this into a editable SolidWorks part. First, I'm going to delete all this. Now we are back to the solid body. So we just have a solid body here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click over here on imported, and then I'm going to go to featureworks. When you hover the cursor on featureworks, you can see two options. The first one is recognize features, the one which you actually saw when you were importing the step file, the message that came from featureworks. So this is that one. And the next one is options. I'm going to click on recognize features. And under featureworks, we have to select certain things. As you know that this is a sheet metal feature, so we have to select sheet metal features under feature type. And you can see the difference between standard features. In standard features, we have extrudes, volume, drafts, revolves, etc. And under sheet metal features, we have base flange, edge flange, helm, sketched bend. In this part, I can see there is a base flange and then there are edge flanges here. So we do want extrudes and revolves. We don't have any revolves here. There are holes. We don't have ribs, but there is a base flange and then we have edge flanges. For fixed face, just like fixed entity in the previous case, I'm going to select this face. And after selecting the fixed face, I'm going to select next. So after selecting next, you can see that SolidWorks is recognizing some patterns here and it recognized certain features. The first one being base flange, which is this, and then we have edge flange 1, 2, 3, and 4. And when I click on OK, you can see that the part is getting converted into an editable sheet metal part. I'm going to change this background scene. Okay. So here we have a converted step file. So this is the part which we were working on earlier, but SolidWorks opens this in a new window and this is the version where we are working on right now. So first we have base flange and you can edit this sketch by the way. And also remember that whenever you're converting a step file into an editable part file, the sketches are usually not defined. You have to define it by yourself. And you can make any changes to this. Like let's say if I just give a hole here, I'll give some random dimension to this to make it uh, 45. And this is going to be 10.5. So if I give this, you can see that we are getting a hole. So you can edit this step file. All right. And then we have edge flange 1. Usually this is supposed to be taken as a cut extrude, but I think SolidWorks automatically took it as a sketch and it gave a cut extrude directly in the sketch. So that's not a big deal. And if I have to go to flat pattern, so here we have a flat pattern with bend lines and everything. So this way you can convert a step file into an editable part file, and you can do this to any part that you're downloading from internet, or if you're getting some stuff file from a vendor or maybe some clients or anything, you can always do this and you can make them into editable part files, and this will save a lot of time without creating a similar part. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned to the channel. Bye bye.